I have a stalker, and it is making me feel scared. I, 16 female, have recently changed schools, and everything seemed to be fine. I even made a few new friends, and met with a few past friends I already knew, and everything was going absolutely great. Until, of course, something had to go wrong. For some context, I have a good friend there, but we're not that close to be sharing things that are personal. We just discuss things about school, studies, and things we both like. And here's where the story begins. In 2023, September, at the start of the school year, I had found a little spot for myself to sit at. It was outside and very quiet, which I like because I'm extremely introverted. I've been at that place multiple times, usually sitting with my notebook, writing stuff and drawing. After a good long while of hanging out the place, I started to notice that there was this student, always standing quite far away, sitting on his phone. At first, I thought nothing of it, since he's not the only one who's hanging at the spot, and there were other people sitting or walking around. However, I've been getting this awful gut feeling that I'm being stared at, in the middle of drawing or writing. Of course, again, I still thought nothing of it, since I kept thinking it was just me being paranoid. Well, I started sitting inside, just to test that theory. And where I was sitting, there was a window, ground level, from where you could see the whole place from below. But because it was ground level, none would be interested to look at the windows. First 2 days, everything was the same, but on the third day, he stopped coming to that place, which made me freak out, and kind of made my stomach feel upset. I went back to sit on my usual place, and he came back there. I had to pretend I didn't notice him, that I didn't know his existence. It'd be safer if I didn't acknowledge him, so I stopped coming to that place entirely. And yes, it might be little proof, but there's more. On a little break day, our teachers decided us to give. We hung outside all day, and you were allowed to stay inside if you perhaps had the need for medical attention or something of that sort. I went to a very isolated place, different from the one I've been coming to before. It was basically a parking lot near the school. I sat, and as usually, I was drawing and writing. I've been so focused on my notebook that I didn't notice my surroundings. To my horror, I heard a familiar voice not far away, literally over the car where I was sitting on the staircase. I heard that darn voice of this creepy stalker guy. I felt as if my inspiration ran dry. My heart feels to my knee, and I seriously felt nauseous. He was on a phone call or something. But before he was inside the school, going to the bathroom. And mind you, the parking lot is quite far, and none can really see where you're sitting unless they get closer. Where, I've never seen him on a phone call, or never saw him using his phone. There, always he was sitting at my favorite spot, which now I despise. Now, told the teachers that I felt a bit sick, which was true, and they let me sit inside till we had to leave from school. I wanted to talk to my new friend about it, who knows him and frequently talks to him, but I feel like I'll say something inappropriate, and he might actually distance himself from me. He's a great friend, I'd hate to lose him, but I also want to do something to stop this matter from escalating. If I go and talk to the stalker himself, he'll feel like he was finally noticed, and maybe have a sense of victory that could encourage him to keep stalking me. I really don't know what to do other than try to keep ignoring him, and I can't give him any attention, or notice him in the slightest. But the fear that he will do something creepy is making me feel scared when I attend school.